What's up, my beautiful people? Now, it's the Bonnie and Boma Single Sister segment, and today is another exciting time. Guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, one of our sisters is going through a heartbreak, a hard heartbreak, and she wants our candid advice on how to get over this heartbreak. Now, as sisters, what do? We have our sisters back, and what is the best thing to do? We need to help her, pray for her, encourage her. And I want to read this message to you as she sent it to me from WhatsApp this morning. I was taken aback. I'm like, wait a minute, is this what it truly happened? Like, I can't believe that this brother did this. She said, and she sent it in the morning as early as 6. I was awakened by this message. And she said, hello sister, good morning. I'm from Nigeria and I like your page on Facebook. I have been following you, though not deeply. I need your urgent and candid advice. How can I get over a heartbreak from a relationship that was almost due to marriage? The so-called brother broke up with me a few months to the wedding. Hey, few months after the cancellation, this brother begot someone and is now married to that person. What steps can I take to get healed of the emotional trauma and get back on track, knowing very well that I and this brother can never be together again? This is so heartbreaking. Like, few months to the wedding. How is this going to be like? How is your life going to turn out? So you know what, she has battled with this and battled with this, and she's now like, I can't do this alone. I need someone's advice. And I think Bonnie and Boma has the little advice to keep me going. And yes, I'm going to give it to her hot and served hot as well. You know what? You and I need to also write in the comment section whatever you think might help her to get over such a heartbreak. This is traumatizing, coming to think about it. But no need. I have here some few tips to help our sister forget whoever the so-called brother is. Like, at the end of the day, if she's able to follow up this process consistently and give it all her time and focus, trust me, in about 3 months she's going to get over him. Sometimes it's quite difficult to get over somebody, especially if you are truly in love with them. But believe you me, there is nothing we have no power or control over if we want to. So first of all, I would say, my dear sister, take back your power. How do you take back your power? It is said that when someone hurts you, you give them the power to hurt you, because first of all, you trust them, you rely on them, you depend on them, and they become partners. Therefore, you share your life with them. For example, giving someone the opportunity to sleep on your bed is a power you have given them to sleep on your bed. If you didn't give them the power to sleep on the bed, they could not sleep on that bed. Also, it's a power giving to somebody to say that, you know what, I love you, let's be in a relationship. If you did not give them that power to be in that relationship, first of all, there was no relationship. Now that you've given them this power, you need to take back this power. You know what? This is how you do it. A lot of times, people wait for an apology in order to move on. But the question is, why do you give someone the power to break you and the same power to unbreak you? Does that ring a bell? The person hurts you and you are sitting there. You don't want to heal. You are just waiting for the person to come and say, I'm sorry, I deeply regret the way I treated you. Do you mean if this person never got back to tell you they are sorry, you would never heal? Or even if you ever healed, are you healing out of anger? And is that fully healing? No. My dear sister, You need to create that self-concept, and that self-concept is taking back the power from them. You have to tell yourself that with or without this person, I need to go back and find my identity. I need to be independent again. The times you used to spend to call them, to check on them, to wait for them for their say before you made a decision about where to go, what to eat, how to spend your evening, and how to do little things. Now you do these things all by yourself. Does that make a point? Yes. And then the more you're able to do things by yourself and start recreating your self-concept, you become less depressed. This will mean that you are becoming less lonely, because now you have filled that void with yourself. You remember you had partitioned yourself for they and you, but now you fill the void and you take over the whole bed. The bed that you used to sleep on, now you can spread your legs and fly like a bird on your bed. Also, you are able to get more thoughts to fill you, thoughts that would be you, thoughts that will be all about your self-care, all about your well-being. That is what I want you to know. Taking back your power means I am not waiting for this jackass to come back and say he is sorry. Whether he is sorry or not, life moves on. Whether he is sorry or not, I am not waiting for you. And that, my sister, is taking back your power from them, going back to your self-concept, to your self-independence, and to your self-reliancy, or whatever that you might fix in this adjective. I just want you to go back to your own self. See, there is nothing than healing, and healing will come from you knowing that you don't need a validation from anyone to get healed. So first of all, take back your power. Number 2, let me put on my spectacle. This is very important. Number 2, forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for the things you did not know. How do you get angry at yourself that this jackass was going to end your relationship like this? No way! If you knew it takes 2 to tango, at least you were aware of the game you were both playing. But this is the case, you had no idea. This is the case, you were so in love, you were walking in love, so brave and so happy. All of a sudden he comes to say, I'm sorry, this cannot go on. Excuse me? And he leaves your life. The way and how far you have walked into his life, he just leaves your life in the middle of the road. Sail through yourself. And you have to forgive yourself for trusting them, because it is painful. Why is it painful? Because you trusted them. You believed that something could come out of this relationship. You thought that both of you could have this goal met. And here is the case, he walked out on you. You need to forgive yourself. And how do you know you have forgiven yourself? By creating healthy rhythms of things that you love to do. And what are healthy rhythms? For example, like I told you, new things that you need to bring into your life. New things like finding time for yourself. Do you have to sign up for a gym? Lady, go get that body snatched. Do you hear me? Go get yourself looking attractive and ready. Go get yourself into the mood of self-fulfilling. Those are the rhythms I'm talking about. For example, new diet. Maybe he came into your life, you were not a vegan, but because of him you became a vegetarian, right? But now you switch back to the food that you enjoyed eating, singing whilst eating, dancing whilst eating. You have a schedule for all of these things that you want to do. And by doing this, you are creating a good mentality for yourself. When we talk about a positive mentality, we are talking about a mentality that grows you healthily. Positivity energy, that is what it's all about. Positive energy is giving yourself that healing from this emotional trauma. So tell yourself that, you know what, yeah, a lot has happened. Can I get over him? Maybe it's not possible at this moment, but one step at a time. If I go back to having a healthy rhythm of the way I eat, the time I eat, the time I sleep, when I wake up, what I focus on, what do I need to get going? You do all of those things, and at the end of the day, you are going to create that positive self-image. And you know what? There is no one powerful than a woman who is aware of her capabilities. You don't need that validation, my sister. He doesn't have to be in your life. Number 3, stop telling yourself that you still love him and maybe you could have done something better, to keep him. The past is in the past. You know what? He is a past. He is a memory. He is an experience. An experience to what? To you becoming an expertise in something that you did not know. You did not know that, such a gentle guy, a loving guy could be a jackass like this. I just woke up and hey, welcome to my face. A jackass is gone. And at the end of the day, you are only telling yourself that I know this kind of people better when they behave this way, when they talk this way, when they dress this way, when they tell you wait here, you better run. It's an experience, so do not think about them, do not harbor them, do not fantasize about them, do not grow the need to be in their life. Get on going, sister, get on going, because this brother, for him to do this to you, he's very immature, because you know what, he could have told you a long time ago, so that even if you lost the relationship, you could have been maybe friends. Number 4, you need to block him. I say what? Let me put this down, because this is also another serious talk. You need to block him on every social media platform. See, one time I really got hurt by a certain man, I call him. I wanted to get over him. What did I do? I just blocked him everywhere. WhatsApp, Facebook, Tinder. I'm not on Tinder, I'm sorry. WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere, LinkedIn. Sister, I am not ready for that drama. I am not ready to continue looking at your pictures, watching your updates. In creating a self-reliant, you need to block these people off your life, so that when you post something, you will not be thinking, oh, maybe he might see this post, I need to revise this, I need to rewrite this. No, you are now yourself. You are now yourself. So what do? You block them. You need to have don't stop gaslighting yourself that, oh, let me leave him, maybe he might think I've blocked him. Yes, you have blocked him because you want to move on. You have to validate your own feelings. They have brought that feeling, so you have to validate it by doing everything that you can to release that feeling. And how do you release it? When someone hurts you, what do? You either revenge, or you forgive, or you let go, or you stop being friends with them. This is what it is. Block him on every social media platform, especially now that you are heartbroken. I'm telling you, social media is what you are going to feed on. It's the truth, sister. So block him. Don't even think twice about it. Don't even think twice about it. As you have heard this, sister, lip gloss on fleek. As you have heard this, sister, go and block him. Let him rather search for you. Let him try to know, what is she doing? Has she been able to move on from this heartbreak? Like, what is going on in her life? You have to stop looking at him, especially he and his new girl, whatever they are doing. It's not your business anymore. Block him and move on, sister. This is what you need, okay? Yes. And number 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 5, number 5, right? Number 5, you need to know that some jackasses are just beyond repair. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that no matter how you love some people, no matter how you spend time proving to them that you love them, that you could be there for them, that you are there for them, and you are holding the ground intact for them, they will still walk over you, because what? The foundation is destroyed. They themselves have a root to why they act the way they are. And you cannot be their medicine. You are not their psychologist. You are not their makeup. At the end of the day, they will still do what they want to do. So it is not your fault that this has happened, but it will be your fault if you keep lingering in this heartbreak, if you keep giving him the chance over your life to control your emotions. You get it? It's not your fault. You couldn't have done anything better to save this. Even if you had wanted to cut your hair off and sell it, he would still walk away from you. Why? Because he had choices. Human beings have choices. And human beings who have choices will always choose what is more dominant in their life. And what is dominant? Finding somebody to replace you. And he has found someone to replace you because it's a choice he has made. He has what? Accomplished a choice. Now, what choice do you have? Your choice is to get a hair out of that space. That ever space that he found you and you fell in love with him, get out of that space and recreate the brand new you. You need to broadcast the new you. You need to look for ways and means, the capabilities and the opportunities to evolve again. All right. Number 6, you need to throw yourself to your career and your goals and your profession, everything that it is that makes you you. Because you know what, a lot of time when people are in love, because of the euphoric feelings, they end up spending more time with their partners rather than developing themselves. It's true. I'm not lying. So therefore, you need to get back on track. Things that were important to you before he bumped into your life and again bounced out again, you need to take more time into that career. You need to develop yourself. There's nothing happier than a woman excelling in her career. You need to bounce at this. You need to tell yourself that, you know what, I'm not the boss chick and I need to get my swag on. You get what I mean? You need to develop yourself. Read more into your career. I don't know what profession you are or the business you do, but I bet you, if you focus and you're determined in this, you are going to excel. You are going to be a powerful woman. You are going to be a great woman. Number 7, if I may say so, because I don't even remember the numbers. Number 7, you need to get yourself off the hook. How do you get yourself off the hook? Make use of your conscious and subconsciousness. How is this? Let him be the last person you think before you go to bed. Hear this again. Let him be the last person you think before you go to bed. How does the subconscious work? Now, let me tell you how the subconscious works. The subconscious works by you impressing ideas, feelings, thoughts, wishes, dreams into it. And if you express anything into the subconscious, it will express it to the conscious by giving you a vivid, detailed picture of whatever you asked for. For example, an example of a subconscious feeling is the feeling of love. For example, if you are fantasizing over somebody you met today, the subconscious is going to express this in your consciousness by giving you pictures, details, scent, pathways, patterns, and everything that it takes to align you being in love and make you even feel that you were deeply in love with the person. That's how the two works. So if you think about your partner, this ex, if you think about this jackass so much that you go to bed fantasizing about him, thinking about your past, you are going to wake up with his mood in you. You are going to replace every feeling and every atom in your life by him. Because now what you're telling the subconscious is that I love him. I want to linger onto this feeling. I want to understand him better. I want to keep him in my body. Your body do not need him. Your consciousness do not need him. Your living do not need him. However, because of your subconscious, because you have put so much of him in your subconscious, you are going to wake up the next morning seeing everything about him, the scent of his perfume. When you are going to see somebody who looks exactly like him. You are going to have somebody who is going to ask about him to make you talk more of him. You get the whole point. You again are going to linger on in that pain, in that feeling, in that emotional trauma. You don't need that. Like I said, let him be the last person you think about before going to bed. You do not have to think about such things that distract you, that lowers your self-esteem, your self-morale, that lowers your self-worthy. Replace all of those things with happy and fulfillingness. Have you heard that? Fulfillingness is my new word. I don't know how I came about it, but fulfillingness is what you need to hear. You need to replace him with happiness. Replace him with things that make you happy. Replace him with everything that makes you, you. Sister, see, I will have to tell you this, that you are an identity, right? You are a person, a personality. Before everything, you have the mindset of God. Why? Because God is in you and you are in God. You are as old as the world. You are as primitive as love started. Okay, so all these things are going to make a meaning of your life. Him coming and leaving has a meaning. All right, you lingering on to this has a meaning, except you know that you have the capability of rewriting your future. You would always be at this level. Let me leave this and just go to the last point. This last point is to accept your social life and rebrand yourself even the better. How do I mean by this? What I mean is that you have to be schooled to find love. You see how love comes and goes? You have to throw yourself to it. No matter how you get hurt, keep on loving. You have to love and love and love until you die in love. I've met so many people in counseling session who do not want to let go of people. The moment you can't let go, you are creating a boundary of your future, of not meeting somebody. You don't want to give somebody the opportunity to love you better, to make you theirs, to treat you as the queen that you are. You need to open up to new relationships, reconnect to your friends. You need to bounce back on track. And that is how you've got to do it. You've got to do it by going out. You've got to do, when you're meeting somebody, you say a whole lot of no. I'm not saying get involved in unhealthy relationships or behaviors, but you need to throw yourself out there to the world. I'm ready. I want to mingle. I want to try out new. It's just like going to school. We started in basic school, junior high school, senior high school, university, and now you are in this. It's the same way you have to go through to find the love of your life. Do not cheat yourself because of some jackass who is already destroyed beyond repair, somebody who does not have value for human relationship. You need to put yourself back there to find the love that you deserve. You deserve all worthiness. You deserve all goodness. You deserve all happiness. So you need to get schooled until it makes you find the right relationship that best fits you, okay? And in conclusion, life is short, my dear sister. Life is short because one day you wake up and you are no longer who you are. You wake up and the opportunities that were there for you are no longer there. You need to find every means to make your life a fulfilling. Guess what? Your life is what it takes for you to die happily. It doesn't take nobody life. It doesn't take nobody validation or somebody love life or story. No way, sister. You need to be able to do the things that keep you going, to do the things that will keep you going on. For example, you need to stop living the life. You need to stop giving yourself pictures, tidbits, and points or triggers that move you closer to him. You need to get far away from everything from him. All right, so at the end of the day, sometimes we think that life ends at 40. Oh, when you are 50, oh, I'm old. And that is how we grew up. We say, oh, he's an old man. He's 60 years old. Is he old? Is he really old? That is a stereotype He's old. Really? He's old. He's 60. He's old, and then he has 20 more years. And this 60-year-old man, when he's 60, he says, I'm very old. And then God gives him 20 more years. He said, oh, but I thought I was old when I was 60, and now I'm 80. Now I am very old. You have no old life until you die. You need to keep chasing for the things that defines you, your value, your morals. Keep chasing at them until you get what you want. It's like applying for a visa, a scholarship, or fellowship until you get it. That is how love is. Do not limit yourself. Somebody ever asked me that, you know what, I was in love with this brother, I was dating him, now we are off, and there is a neighbor to my ex who wants me. Can I say yes? I said, you asking me this question means you are not even ready to start this relationship. Even if the person you want to go into relationship is your ex elder brother, my sister, go inside it. He might be the person for you. Do not limit yourself just because, oh, my ex knows this is my ex's friend, this is my ex's cousin. So what? So what? Be ready for this, because as you get older, this would make you more wiser, more expertise, or more experience in choosing the best person for the life. You are the future. And if you do not build this future for yourself, you will be in the future, and then you know that you are nowhere near the future. So be the future, right? Realize it, live it, be the dream of your so-called life, and live it to the fullest. Like I always say, a lot of people will say a lot of things about you because you want to move ahead and do whatever in life, but do they even matter? Do they matter? That's why I said, go out there. Give yourself the reason to look good. You need to broadcast the new you. You need to create that self-reliance. All right, sister? Be you. Relationships will come and go. Give somebody the opportunity to love you. Love yourself the more. He is past. He is gone. Be glad that he left. He couldn't have even made you happy if he has ruined you like this. And you will ruin yourself the more if you keep on lingering in this. Move ahead. Get going. And don't give him the chance again to destroy you. Have I made my point? I sure have, my dear sister. So bye, and take good care of yourself. Wonderful people, do not forget to comment in the section below what you think this sister can do to get over this jackass. I can't just wait for her to be happy. Throw yourself out there. All right, so let's do something to help our sister. I'm brutally honest, am I? Aren't I? I'm brutally honest, aren't I? Yes, I are. Bye.